Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Big A, man. I'm in here, man. Got a little pre-recorded for y'all, man. About to put it in play, but I'm right here with y'all, rocking with you, man. Yes, sir. Here we go. Hold up.
What's good? What's good? What is good?
Yeah, it's Monday, but y'all know what it is. Every day is Monday.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Yeah, man. What's happening, bro?
Every day, every dollar, man.
Yeah, man.
I know how it goes.
Hold on. What's happening, Tony? Yeah, gotta refresh real quick, man. Uh,
Go, man.
Here we go. 1 second, man. There we go. Yeah.
What's good? What's good? What is good?
Yeah, it's Monday. But y'all know what it is. Every day is Monday.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Yeah, man. What's happening, bro?
Every day, every dollar, man.
Yeah, man.
I know how it go, man.
What you said.
Yeah. Hope everybody having a good morning
Mm-hmm.
and productive, man, lot going on, y'all.
Yeah.
Lot going on. What's good, Big A?
Can't call it my father, man. Man. Yeah.
It's already spoiled, man. It's already spoiled. Milk has gone sour.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so trying to think what we talked. You remember we talked about Friday? It was something we talked about Friday I wanted to touch on. I forgot.
Last thing we were talking about with the barber stuff before I got out of there.
It was something I wanted to talk about that bar. Oh,
what?
I think you had left out that that's what it was. You had left out. He had to go, and I ended up ending it by myself. But it was somebody said something in the chat.
What?
I was like, damn, I wish Big A was here, because I forgot what I said. But
what was it about barbering?
Yeah, I can't remember I had to go back and watch it, y'all. I should have watched it. See, I ain't do my due diligence. I should have watched it before we came on here. But
yeah.
I wanted to talk some shit, but I can't even remember what the hell was said.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I do agree anyway with the barber shit. Just to tap on that. The price is ridiculous. You can charge what you want to charge. I'm just saying, like, it got to make sense to me. I understand industry. I understand commerce. And it's a service at the end of the day. It ain't like it's a product, right? You use certain products to fulfill your service, but it's still a service. So my whole thing is like, what to make the price make sense. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It makes sense. Hold on, it makes sense. I don't want to say make it make sense. I'm talking about it, just to me. It might make sense to whoever's paying it. I'm just saying to me, I don't see the benefit. I don't see where that makes sense to me. Okay, now, to a person that's a celebrity or whatever, and you need a barber on the road with you, I understand that. You're your image is your brand. You know what I'm saying? So you want your brand to look good, so your image got to look good. You can't cut your own shit, so you got to have a barber with you, you know, to keep your shit crispy. So I get that. I get that.
Hold up, but hold on now. When everybody says these type things, now mind you, it's your money and you're gonna pay what you pay.
Right.
But I need you, we're gonna look at this from a whole standpoint. Because we talked about it the other day. How much does a pizza cost? And when you going to buy a pizza at, I don't know, Pizza Hut, Papa John's.
Hold up. I know where you're going with this. But that's still a product. That's what I'm saying. It's a product.
Answer my question.
It's less than $1.
No. When you go in the store to go buy it.
Oh, you said when to go. I'm sorry. You said you go in the store. Oh, shit. Anywhere between, depending on where you go. You go from Little Caesars all the way to, I don't know, let's say Papa John's or some type of, you know, Italian spot. It could be from anywhere from, let's say, $8 to shit, 22, 25, 30, you know, depending on where you go.
Okay. But it costs less than $1 to make a pizza. Let's look at Nike. How much does it cost? How much do those shoes cost?
Man, less than $30, and that's making it shipped. The manufacturing of them, to pay the workers, the materials, and the shipping. Less than $30 a shoe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can prove that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? How much does the Gucci purses, Prada, and all those purses, the exotic purses, you know, the high-end, you know, purses?
Ooh, I'm happy you asked, my brother. Less than $50, and that's 50 is being generous. I'm giving you like,
and some of them be going for 50 racks. Resale for over 100 racks because of who had it, and you know, and all whatever, man. Down to 3 racks on average, and you know, up. But you don't, you know what I'm saying? The people that really want those things, you don't hear them complaining about it. You hear them bragging about it because it's a status thing. It's no different than anything else. And you know, people can actually see and talk to your barber, or see and talk to the owner, the person that's presenting the service. So to some people, they feel it's not worth it. And I mean, I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But what I don't understand is you'll go pay all these high prices for these low-end products, and you know, brag about it and do the whole nine and you know, the whole deal, but then complain when it comes to your actual grooming that it breaks down to. If you feel like you want to spend this much on your grooming, then you need to find the best for your buck at that price. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting upset with the barber or the person who's presenting the service. You know, it's not as if you know, it's insurance and it's you have no other choice but to mess with this one because, you know, whatever there's plenty of barbers out there. So why would you get upset with one because he charging $1 million for a cut?
No, that's the thing. I'm not upset. I ain't mad. Get your paper, cuz. Get your money. I get your money on. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying me individually. I'm not doing that. I've been cutting my own head. That's just how I am, bro. Like I told you that I was raised like the old heads I looked up to, I was around. Their mentality was, if I don't know how to do it, I'm gonna try to do it, try to figure it out, try to do it myself. And then when I fuck it up, then I call an expert.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm used to. That's how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody be like, oh, they'd say some number, and I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to quantify that shit in my mind, like to make it make sense. It's not making sense for me. So I'm just saying, me, I couldn't. I'm sorry. Nah.
Yeah.
But I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad. Low key, I'm a little jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Low key, I'm a little jealous. I had the opportunity to get my barber's license. I'm about to tell you. I had the opportunity to get my barber's license. I didn't take it. I've been cutting hair for shit. I cut Dre hair. I cut everybody goddamn hair. Everybody. And I mean everybody. They want fades, they want tapers, they want designs, they want a part, they want whatever. You know what I mean? I even did cosmetology. I've been doing my daughter hair. I got a daughter, you know what I'm saying? So I've been doing hair, cut hair, braiding hair, whatever. But
yeah,
I never thought, and this is really why I'm mad. I'm not mad, but I'm jealous. This is where the jealousy comes from. I never would have thought back then that barbering would have gone to the extent that it's gone to. Okay. Now, I get jealous, but hold on, hit me out.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
What's up?
Did you ever think that boys burning CDs would be making the money that they would make?
No, and I made a lot of it.
Yeah.
I made a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, that's what I'm telling you. Because in my mind, I'm like, damn, if I would have stuck with that shit, who knows? If I went ahead, got my license and stuck with the shit, because I actually like cutting hair. It's actually, bro, something I enjoy doing.
You need to go get your license. You can go get it right now, even while you working. And there's opportunities out there where you can probably get it for free. And the thing is, think about it. Think about the whole situation. You ain't even got to cut hair till you want to. In the meantime, in between time, you know what I'm saying? In between jobs, in between moving situations, you might be in the DR, be like, you know what? I'm just gonna run these books.
Hey, why you bullshitting? No, that's what I meant to say yesterday. I mean Friday. So, okay. Damn, what was I about to say? Oh, Santana Barbershop. I don't know if anybody familiar with the DR. Matter of fact, he got a location over here now, in New York. I watched this man go. He had an idea, right? And I actually got a chance to meet him when I was over there. I forgot the name of the club. I didn't even know it was him, but the girls was there and shit. So he has think of if you can mix a strip club with a barbershop. That's Santana Barbershop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So now you merging the two, because both were kind of dying. The popularity was kind of dying with both. You don't got as many men going to strip club. You don't got as many men going to the barbershop like it used to be. So how can we bridge the gap? So you merge the two together.
Yeah.
So you getting a shape up. You got a big booty joint. And matter of fact, a lot of them are barbers. They not just shaking ass. They actually got their barber's license and they actually can cut.
Yeah.
If y'all pay attention to intro, that's me in the barbershop in the location of Santo Domingo in DR. The little chica, put my dreads back and shit so the brother could, what's my man's name? Damn, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Kalo K. I can't even remember. Fernando. He about to shape me up.
Yeah.
They give you a little massage, they twerk for you, they give you beer, you want a beer, you want to, the shot, but it's like a club / it's like a gentleman's club / barbershop. And it's all to cater to the man. It's basically like a male spa.
Yeah.
And anything goes, you know what I'm saying? Your money, you got money, it's your playground. So I watched him go from having a couple locations to now he has a location here in the States. Booming. And I'm like, damn, that's because ass sells. And this is why I tell people, everybody uses beautiful women to push it. Whether you got a product or a service, if you put it on or have a beautiful woman dealing with it some kind of way, it's great marketing. It's great marketing. At the end of the day, because everybody loves a beautiful woman. Everybody loves it. Women love beautiful women. Women admire and love beautiful women, and so do men. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's gorgeous. They gonna hate, but at the same time, they know she bad. They know she look good, so they gonna want to try to one her up or whatever. So it gives engagement, it gives attention, which brings the money.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. Like I just didn't think, I didn't have as broad as my my imagination is. I'm like, damn, why ain't I thinking that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I'm always thinking of the shit, damn, why ain't I thinking that shit? But I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? They eating, they getting money. A lot of them come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now they got a skilled trade, right? They can get their visa. They can come over here and cut hair. They can dance. They can start a business. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. So my ultimate point is, I check the jealousy with looking at the bigger picture. I get out my lower self by looking at the bigger picture. Like, damn, look at all the lives this shit is changing. How many people are eating, babies being fed. You know what I'm saying? Houses being bought, cars being bought, businesses being started. Like, all off of an idea.
So, yeah, but all I'm saying, man, is as a barber, you have the freedom to do whatever you please. Whatever you please within, within legal terms. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want it, however you want it, wherever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Killer Mike got a barbershop at the Atlanta, where they play Falcons play at the stadium inside. You know what I'm saying?
He got a lot of businesses, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, however you can think, you were talking about the mobile barbers, the ones not like driving to your house, like, and coming into your house, but the ones that have a mobile shop, whether it's a Sprinter van. I've seen Sprinter vans. I've seen buses converted. I've seen the short bus, long bus, all types of vehicles, trucks type deals converted into barbershops. As far as being a barber.
Yeah.
I've seen barbers that travel, not for individual, for like a person, but for groups of people. Like out here, we got oil fields, and there's nobody to cut hair out there. Them boys be getting big money, and they ain't got nowhere to spend, and they be going out there cutting boys' hair, man. So, and getting and charging big bucks and getting paid, and cutting so much from the sun up to the sun down consistently.
Yeah.
It depends, man. It's some barbers that's making 6 figures. It's a barber that's on YouTube that made 7 figures cutting hair in a year. How? I don't know. Might need to talk to him. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But on average, they say the barber will make about 30,000 or something like that a year, man. But when you dive into it and you look into it, then you want to think about how you want a barber. Do you want all cash? Which is, if that is what it is, then you say what you make. Taxes. All the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, yeah. And I'm not saying that like this is the career. You got to go be a barber. But what I'm saying is, it's always good to have stuff like this under your belt, to where you have more control over your life, because at any given time, life can be life, and you can have to switch careers. You might be in a bad spot where you might need to pick up an extra hustle, but anything could be, and you got that. And another thing for everybody that be blowing and doing all that other stuff, you're not taking no urinalysis to be a barber.
Yeah.
You ain't filling out no applications to be a barber. When I go, if you got a shop, I'll go to your shop. You be like, you gonna pay this rent, this the contract, da. Come on with it, Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got its pluses, but it also got its minuses too. It got big minuses too. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, man. All this ties into what I wanted to talk about today. It's kind of repetitive, but it's needed because it's what's most important. I don't give a damn what you're trying to do. I don't care what it is. If you're trying to start a business, you're trying to, get that promotion, you're trying to get that raise, whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do, whatever goal you're trying to accomplish, it's got to start from somewhere. And that starts with your foundation. And your foundation, the foundation I'm talking about, isn't your foundation in the aspect of where you're starting from to accomplish that goal. I'm talking about your personal foundation, which is the original Holy Trinity, right? You and your two parents. That's your original foundation. That's what all other foundations will come from, is that original foundation.
Yeah.
And I've this is something that I personally applied to my own life. So I know it's real and I know this shit works and I know it must be done in order for you to be successful in whatever you're trying to do. And that's you acknowledging and then accepting whether you have a foundation that's sound or unsound, right? Meaning it's built forward tough, right? It's structurally sound and you can build to or if you have cracks or imperfections in that foundation, and that's the reason why when you keep building, everything crumbles down. It just comes falling down, tumbles down. That's gonna keep happening until you fill in them gaps. So you're gonna have to you can't create a new foundation, right? Once it's laid, that's it. So you got to work with what you got. Some of us, to keep it 100, it's fucked up, but it is what it is. Some of us will never be successful. Some of us, our foundations are so fucked up that I don't care what you try to patch up or what you try to do to make that foundation sound, it will never be. And everything you build on it will come tumbling down. Some of us, that's what it is. You'll never be successful at anything you do. You'll always be a failure. And if you're going to be mad about that, the only people you need to be mad at is your parents, because they're the ones who set you up for failure. Now, you have those who have a foundation that isn't structurally sound, but it's repairable. Meaning you can fix the cracks or the imperfections in that foundation, which you're still limited to how high you can build, right? You get to a certain load burn, you know what I'm saying? It's too much load, it's like, all right, there's too much on the foundation. It's only so much that foundation can handle. That's your peak. Whatever point that is, that's your peak point. If you try to go beyond that, you over your head, everything coming down.
Yeah.
Now, I'm using analogies, but I want y'all to think about yourselves, think about your friends, your family, your co-workers, think about the people that you know, the people you met, and think about these different levels that I'm telling you when it comes to your foundation. We all know somebody that has a fucked up foundation that they just get, those that can't get rights. I call them can't get rights. No matter what the fuck they do, they just fuck ups. Sometimes they fuck up on their own. Sometimes they fuck up. They don't even realize they fucking up, but they just fuck up. It's like what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? Like, damn, God dang, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? They fuck ups. Their foundation is done. They can't build shit on that foundation. Nothing. Even if they tried, it's nothing. Then you have the ones, people who have cracks in their foundation, right? But they're still able to function. They're still able to work a job, start a business, get money, be respectful, be assets to their families and their societies and their communities, right? But it's to a certain degree. Right? They might do some little shady shit, some underhanded shit, or they'll get their shit together, but then they just fall off, and then they got to get back, and then they falling off, and you got to get back, and that's going to be your life. It all starts with your foundation. Mm-hmm. The relationship that you have with your mother and father, and their relationship that they have with each other, and their personal relationships with themselves. All of that together will determine whether you have a solid foundation or not. Now you have those who have a structurally sound foundation, meaning the sky is the fucking limit. Those are the ones who their parents did everything they were supposed to do and some. They were competent. Their parents were competent. Their parents were competent. Meaning they instilled certain values, certain principles, certain civics, certain morals, certain knowledge, right, into their children to set them up for success. They weren't starting behind the 8 ball. They weren't starting behind everybody else in last place. They got to pass everybody up. The motherfuckers 2 laps ahead of them. No. They have an advantage. Those are the ones that everybody hates on. Oh, you old what they call trust fund baby. Or I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I wasn't born, but they wasn't either. They was born with a gold spoon in their mouth, asshole. Why you mad? They was born with a gold spoon. Fuck a silver.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no sterling silver over here. We eat all gold.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Those are the ones that have a solid foundation, a structurally sound foundation. So no matter how high they go, the sky is the limit. Because that foundation is sound. Ain't no cracks in it, ain't no blemishes. It is structurally sound. It's strong and fortified in a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean that foundation can't be broken.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately it can, but the things that you build on it can be broken. But ultimately that foundation will always be there. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
That's what I think I know is why we go through what we go through. And I ain't gonna say as a nation of people, just any nation on this planet. If you're the country you come from, the people you come from, whatever your nationality is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever flaws that you have at home and your family are usually outside in your community as well, right? So if you come from a household where your father wasn't there, right? Mm-hmm. Usually in the community you live in, the majority of the children coming up with you are in the same situation.
Yeah.
If you live in it, because people naturally, humans are social creatures, so we naturally what's the word I'm looking for? We naturally we attract to those that think like us and move like us, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, if I'm I don't know, I'm athletic, I'm into sports, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like I'm in shit like that. I'm a want to be around
you sound far away.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Bluetooth. If you into like sports and stuff like that, athletics, right? Mm-hmm. Health, you're gonna want to be around people that embody that or that value those same principles or ideologies. It's like, okay, I don't want to be around fat people. I don't want to be around people that eat fast food every day and smoke and drink and don't get enough sleep and don't work out. And you're not gonna want to be around that. That's not something you partake in, and that's not something that you condone. So naturally, you're going to want to live in a community with like-minded people. So whether we realize it or not, we do that. Because if you do move in the area, oh, the cost of living here is good. And after a while, you being say it's you were raised, you weren't around crime. You know, it was a good community, whatever. And you move somewhere, and it's crime, it's shootings, it's drugs, it's just prostitute. It's just all this debauchery going on. How long you think that you're going to stay there?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be there long. I promise. You probably won't even finish the lease out. You're gonna get the fuck. You're gonna break that lease. You're gonna get the fuck up out of there because you're not comfortable. You're not at peace. So this is what I'm saying. Like it's everything starts at home, and I hear people talk all the time about nation building and rebuilding community and us coming together and all this shit. We can't until we fix home first. We got to fix the house first.
Yeah.
That first government, the first government is that homebody, that home government.
Mm-hmm.
That original government, God, man, women, children. That's the hierarchy. We got to get back in line. Because when everybody gets in line, guess what? Now the household is in order. We have structure.
Yeah.
discipline, and that's what we lack. And we have discipline, not as much as we should, but it's still irrelevant, and it's counterproductive to have discipline without structure. This is how I was raised, and I was able to come back and show my parents where they erred and how they raised me, whether they accept it or not. This is what you did wrong. This is what you should have done, and you would have got better results, and I would be getting better results in life. These are the tough conversations that a lot of times we don't want to have. We want to point the finger. Oh, is this person, that person? No. Mom and daddy got to take accountability. We ourselves, you, the person, has to take accountability. But I can't take full accountability for who I am when who I am is determined by who I come from.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean when I say your foundation. Now, to the day I die, I'm going to have to fight the natural want to do what I know to do, right? What I was raised around, what I feel comfortable with, that's my foundation. Whatever that might be, it might be positive, might be negative, whatever it is, that's who I am as a person. Now, I don't think people ever really change, right? You change, but because things are going good. Soon as you get overwhelmed or stressed, what do we naturally do?
Yeah.
We go back to what we know, which is what? Your foundation. This is why I say you can't turn a hoe to a housewife. A man can't be reformed. If you're a criminal, you're a criminal. If you're a thief, you're a thief. If you're a murderer, you're a murderer. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a bad person, that's just what you are, because that's how you was raised. So you don't see, and it's the thing, we think that people, because I understand the mind or how people think is based off of how they were raised. Mm-hmm. A child's mind is just a sponge. They just absorb. There's nothing else for me to do you understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if my dad was a Grand Dragon in the Ku Klux Klan, and that's what I was raised under, that's what I'm gonna believe. Whether right or wrong, I don't view it as being wrong or right. I just view it as what I know. This is what I was taught. I have nothing to counteract that. Then when you get older, you see what I'm saying? Once you get older and you become more mature, you start meeting new people, seeing new information, getting exposed to new things, you may have a difference of opinion. But now that becomes an issue. Why? Because it contradicts what you were taught. So now you're going to be ostracized by your family, right? Because you ain't one of us now. Mm-hmm. But that's your foundation. So what do? Do you go against your foundation? Do you go against your family? Right? Or do you do what you feel is right? Okay, well, I know I don't agree with what they doing. So what do you naturally do? If you're going to stand 10 toes on that, people like that, and I know a person like that. I know, so I went to Job Corps with, I can't remember his name, but he wasn't a Grand Dragon, but he was in the Ku Klux Klan, high ranking. Yeah. And he was living in like, because I found this out, because I used to get in trouble a lot, so I couldn't go home on the weekends. So, I fuck with everybody. So I was like, bro, why you don't ever, you good with your family? Like, why you don't ever go home? You don't do shit. You don't get in trouble. Like, why the fuck you always up here? Yeah. And I guess he felt comfortable with it. He told me that shit. That he was like, basically, my family pretty much disowned me. Yeah. They on some racist shit. I'm not on that. So, my father told me, fuck me. I ain't his son. So go home to what? Leave here and go home. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That shit fucked my head up. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and now it got to the point where now, say during the week when we in class, so, during the regular day with school going on or the trades and shit, and motherfuckers, because, I'm from DC, so I hang with the DC motherfucker, but I'm cool with the Baltimore. I'm cool with everybody. The motherfuckers from down south, everybody. So if I see somebody fucking with them, I'm checking their ass. Mm-hmm. Because what think about that. I'm disowned from my family because I don't agree that you ain't shit. You just a black Negro and I should hate you, right? I don't agree with that. But then yet I'm in this institution trying to get a step up on life. I got free housing, I got free food, they free education. I'm using this to my advantage because I can't get it from my family. And the same people that are the reason why my family don't fuck with me are up here fucking with me. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But this is why I say it comes from your foundation. My foundation, I wasn't brought up in you know what I'm saying? My father was Malcolm X Jr., you hear me? But at the same time, he still associated and dealt with everybody. It wasn't about the color of your skin. It was about literally the content of your character. What type of person are you? Because at the end of the day, we all in the same boat any fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit is propaganda. It's all bullshit. Race baiting bullshit. So my point is, for him to think about that psychologically, like, okay, my family disowned me because I don't agree with their ideologies, right? But but I'm kind of being proven wrong because the same people that I turned my back on my family for are treating me like shit or oppressing me.
It's real, man. Hey. Yeah. So when you talking about the foundation or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
You saying you can't fix the foundation.
Nope.
Once you reach a certain point, huh?
So what I mean by that is, if you are a grown adult, the best you can do is do some self-reflection, self-examination, self-acceptance. I think a lot of the issue doesn't really come from the fact that we have an unsound foundation. It's the fact that we don't acknowledge and accept that it is. We want to pretend like everything is good and we straight and we not.
Right. Yeah.
That's where it starts, because if you don't acknowledge it, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for failure. Because if that, say, an opportunity does come along to where you can start building on that foundation, you're not ready to start building.
Yeah.
But the construction, we got to go. The materials is here. The laborers are here. The tradesmen are here. The foremen, the everybody's here. The inspectors here. Everybody's here, ready to start working. But you saying, nah, we can't start yet. We're gonna have to put it on hold. Well, they're like, motherfucker, we ready. Let's go. It's now or never. What you gonna do? Let's be honest. Don't lie. You're gonna be like, all right, fuck it. Come on, let's build. Knowing goddamn well that structure ain't, that foundation ain't sound. Yeah, and you just hold your, got your fingers crossed, hoping it. Man, I hope how they build this motherfucker. This shit don't, goddamn it. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You set yourself up for failure.
I mean, I wish I'm not saying I wish. I self-reflect a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And even at this age, I'll be finding stuff out that I, pop it in my memory and stuff that I never looked at as a, and be looking at it different or whatnot. And Yep.
Or have you ever had instances where I already know you done it, that we all do it, but you'll have instances where
I've never done it. Never.
You done it.
No, I've never done it. Never.
You done it. You don't even know about that. Have instances where you like we how can I explain it? It'll be a memory, right? That you don't even remember that you remember. It could be a something somebody says. It could be a picture.
Yeah.
It could be a commercial. It could be a car. Anything, and the memory will pop in your head. You're like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. Damn. But it'll be stuff like that might have been with trauma. It might have been with just it might have been stuff like that, one thing I noticed, and I noticed amongst my little brother, some of my family, and even my friends and all that, like when your parents start, when you get older, you really become an adult. And you get to the point to the age to where they were at, when you were really a decent age or whatnot. You start seeing your parents and you start thinking about stuff they were doing, like little stuff might pop in your head, and then you be like, oh, I know, you know what I'm saying? You be like,
I get it now. Yep.
Yeah, either you get it or you slick son of a gun. You got me on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real shit though.
And as your parents get older, you know, you get to see them kind of go back into that child phase, not the child phase like a kid, but you get to see them differently. From outside you being a child, their child, or their son or daughter or whatever, and them being your parent, you kind of see them as a, you know, you see them completely different, you know. So yeah.
And but that's but this the thing though, Big A. Some people never have that experience.
Yeah.
Some people never get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And you have some that, and I don't mean not their parents not with us no more. Their parents might still be here, but they just never have that epiphany.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, it's okay, because the thing is, you have it, and I was thinking about it. I just doing a few things, but when you were talking about the foundation or whatnot, and you know, all of that stuff, man, and how people can't correct it or change it or whatnot, you notice as people get older, they get more stuck in their ways, and you know, it's less likely for them to change. You can change, you can fix yourself, but how many people would really take the time and work on themselves? And that's where I always end up at. I know it sounds crazy, but I blame myself for damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? Or try to find my fault within it, you know, or try to correct it or whatnot, you know, situation may be. I'm always reflecting on situations that's happened. And I know people be like, don't hold on to the past. It's not that I'm holding on to the past. I'm trying to figure life out in the future. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward. But like you say, you always got to be looking back at your foundation. You know what I'm saying? And trying to check it, you know, and do that. And the reason why a lot of people won't change is because they don't want to change. They don't want to go into that bag of the past and look at the root of the issue. Look at where it came from. How can I correct it? What is the situation in my, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people don't want to do that. Especially men, because we don't have, like, ain't nobody for us to really talk to.
Right.
Ain't nobody really for us, you know what I'm saying? And then trying to figure it out, you know, and then the weight of the world, man, it be tough like that. Women, you already know, they ain't gonna be accountable for nothing. Yeah, hold on a minute, man. It's refreshing, man. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
Act. They don't think shit through. They just act. Whatever their emotions or they feelings say, that they go with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they could know that what you're saying makes sense and you're right, and they can see it, but they can't accept it, because by me accepting it, then I would have to be wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the ego kicks in. Is, oh, well, fuck them. Nah, it's them. They the problem. Nah, I'm perfect. Well, then there ain't gonna be no growth. But it's no growth. Why? Because, like I said, some people, they just fuck ups, bro. They so damaged, right? Their foundation is so broken that they can't. It's unfixable.
Yeah.
And that's why that was the first example that I brought up, because that's the most important. And it's a lot of people out here like that, bro. It's a lot of them. That's why you have so much hate. That's why you have so much jealousy and envy out here. That's why you have so many people copying people and you know, stealing people's shit and calling it their own. It's because their foundation is so destroyed, bro. They can't build nothing.
but that's what I'm saying, man. You have people, but it's all on that, man. You have people that sit up there and are originators, creators, inventors, you know, the whole nine. You got it all. Then you have people that strictly build off of that. They get good at mimicking and taking shit and doing stuff. And you know what I'm saying? It's two sides of the spectrum. You have your what's the dude? You have your Thomas Edisons that really didn't create nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing. And then you have the people that he bought the patent from.
Yep.
Or bought the product or hired them to work for him. And you know what I'm saying? But every now and then you get a mix between the two. Somebody who is solo dolo, can put it together, is a creator, and can handle the business side properly. But that's how it is, man. And it's
let me ask you this, Big A.
That in life, huh? What's up?
Let me ask you this. Now, what you just said, right? Think about this. Think about most of the people that you know that are creatives, that are true creatives. They're usually people that really don't care much about status and money.
Yeah.
The ones who care more about status and money usually are the hustlers, they're the go-getters, they're the grinders, right? They're the ambitious type. Most creators are lazy. These are the people that, oh, you lazy ass, your lazy ass, you just lay around here all day. Those are the ones that end up changing the world.
Well, I mean,
with their mind. Hold on, hear me out. With their mind. But then somebody that has the know-how to take their thoughts or their ideas or their creations and capitalize off of it, they're the ones that win. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, it pays to be both.
Well, I mean, this is the thing, man. It's so many variations of it. It's so many variations of it because you could have that one highly intelligent person that is just the perfect example of a lion. The lion sits around and doesn't do anything. It looks lazy. The women be smacking him around and talking stuff and, kicking up dust and this and this and this and that. And they upset because they got to feed them. And you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. But when it go down, he jumped to action. And you have people that are highly intelligent like that and very lazy or whatever the case may be and can get up and make a quick move and make something drastically happen.
Yeah.
Said, then you have people like you say, the example that you say, like the mindset. They can sit back and understand the game of letting the work for you versus you putting in the work. It's too many variations of it. But the bottom line is, what understanding, who you are, understanding your weaknesses and your strengths, and the ones that are lazy but highly intelligent, like the lion that can get up and make something move. The ones that we will talk about forever are the ones that get up and move and consistently move, and they don't, you know what I'm saying? And in other words, they're not lazy and they have that intelligence drive, like you said, which is a bit of both. Those are the ones that we'll be talking about forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah.
Big fact. Yeah, but I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, man, because we talk a lot since I've been doing these lives, man. I done talked about a little bit of everything, but I just wanted to circle back on that foundation topic because I think it's a great analogy. It's something I came up with on my own. I ain't get that from nobody or nothing. I just trial and error in life and just understanding construction and architecture and certain things like that. My father was a carpenter, so I got a lot of tradesmen in my family. I'm a tradesman, so it's just certain things that I learned in life through work, through trial and error, and just seeing the correlations. And I just thought that was a great example. I mean, not example, analogy to use to explain the main reason why I honestly believe. Now, I know that we keep coming up short in life, not just in business, not just in just relationships and socially, but just in life in general. Because we won't just accept that your foundation, that's it. That's all you got, bro. At the end of the day, you can fight it all you want. If your foundation is not sound, you got problems. So, and you can't make a new one. What, you gonna go get his new parents? You can't make. That's the whole thing. That's why. Okay, let me break that part down. That's what I mean. Give clarification. That's what I mean when I say you can't fix it. Now you could patch it, right? But you can never make a new foundation. You can't say, "Oh, fuck this one, I'm gonna go make a new foundation." You can't do that. Yeah. You're already here. You already were raised. You already went through your childhood. The traumas, the damage is already done. So you can't go back. You can't go back in your mother and try over. Or you have a different mom and dad. So that's what I mean when I say pretty much the person that you are is pretty much sealed. Now that doesn't mean that you can't change how you move, right? Yeah. Changing how you move, it can only happen when you change how you think. And it's very difficult to change how you think when how you think is determined by your foundation. Yeah. So the best thing you can do, because this is what I had to do, because my foundation was fucked up. It ain't ruined, but it had some cracks in that motherfucker. Definitely had some cracks. So, you got to patch them cracks. And how you patch them cracks is with honesty and truth. And acceptance. That's what fills those cracks. It what makes that structure more sound so you can build on it. I know that I'll never reach my full potential because my parents fucked me over. It is what it is. But I know how far I can go. Because I've been there. Everything came down. I went back up, everything came down. Went back, I got as high as I ain't never been this high. Holy shit. Then they come down again. So it's like, now I know my limits. You see what I'm saying? I know how much I can take, how much I can deal with. Okay, like this. When you stressed and say you lived a life of crime, you was just a horrible piece of shit, right? And you changed your whole life around. You did time, you got out, you rehabilitated, whatever you want to call it, right? You're a good person, you pay your taxes, you don't steal, you don't do no crimes, you take care of your family, you're just a perfect citizen now, right? And one fucking situation, I can say one, it could be a multitude of things, start wearing your ass the fuck down. You're like, God damn, it's one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another, right? And eventually what it's doing is chipping away at that fake you, because it's not the real you, is that motherfucker that was in jail. That's the real you. So for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to fight and kill that old you for the rest of your life. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's your foundation. If that's your foundation, if that's your foundation, it's a difference between that being your foundation and that just being part of your trauma, cracks in the foundation. So, like I said, it just chips away, right? So then eventually, right, you snap. And when you snap, what happens? Your brain goes back to what you know. It reverts back to what you naturally are, what you naturally know, and what you're comfortable with, being who, and that's your foundation. Whatever that is, that's what you're going to revert back to. So that's why I say you'll never fully change. You're always going to be who you are. That's whatever your foundation is, right? Yeah. So for the rest of your life, you're going to have to, if you want to build and you want that structure to just stand tall, right? Know your limits. You got to know your limits. Okay, I can't go past the 15th floor. If I build it to the 16th floor, this whole shit coming down. Yeah. As soon as we put the rebar, this bitch is falling. So once you know that, it's like, all right, I'm gonna just chill right here. This is my level. This is it. I'm not going beyond this point. My foundation can hold this, can maintain this. 15 levels, 50, that's a lot of floors. Yeah. That's damn near sky rise. Well, I don't know why people want this, like, but that's because we allow social media, entertainment to create this false reality for us where we think that we not enough. You got motherfuckers with a 3-story house, but he got 28. So fucking what? Do you know how much money it costs? How much money it costs to run to them 28 floors? The electricity, the water, the staff that's needed to hire to keep all this shit going. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So you looking at you're not looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at the big building, but you're not looking at the bigger picture, which is the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows? He got 28 floors, but his foundation might be worse than yours.
Yeah.
And guess what? Eventually, if you stick around long enough, that 28, you're gonna watch that bitch fall like the Twin Towers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn. He was way up there. I couldn't even see how high up that thing went. He was up in the cloud. Now he below me now. He in the basement. He ain't even there. Exactly. Stop focusing on what everybody else got, what everybody else doing. Well, so-and-so just got a new job. So-and-so just got a new promotion. Or so-and-so just bought a new car. So-and-so just got a house. Oh, this person did this. This person did that. That's for them.
Mm-hmm.
That's for them. You don't even know why are you worried about that? Don't worry about their building, their foundation, none of that shit. That's them. You need to be focused on your shit. Yeah. Look over there in that corner over there. You see that corner over there? Look over there in that corner. What's that right there? Oh, yeah. So crap. Yeah. You so busy worrying about their shit. Your shit over here popping and crackling and splitting and shit. But you worried about what the fuck they got going on. You about to lose everything you built.
Say, Future brother just got jammed up.
Future brother? Who, Rocco?
No, hell no, that ain't his brother. FBG Casino. No, FBG Casino. He got arrested with 21 kilos of fentanyl.
Why? Just why?
380,000 cash.
Why? This is the shit I'm talking about. Foundation. Now, what God, and I'm happy. Thank you, Big A. Thank you for bringing that the fuck up. I don't even know if you meant to do that, but that literally explains what I did. That's a real life, real time example of what I just fucking said. Him and his brother, this family, y'all are well off, millionaires. Why the fuck is you still in the streets fucking with fentanyl?
That's a form.
You could have flipped one house, a couple houses, and made that much. Like, come on, bro. But like I said, some people they just do. That's what they know. That's their foundation. Then Future say he used to trap out his grandmother's house when he couldn't get a sale. He called get his grandmother to make the sale for him. Yeah. That's his foundation. My grandmother ain't never sold no drugs to me, neither one of them. Nor would they. So, this is what I'm telling y'all. Everybody want to call him toxic and he a piece of shit. He got all these kids and this and that and the third. But that's his foundation. That's normal for him. If it wasn't, he wouldn't do it. He would see something wrong with it. He don't see nothing wrong with it because that's what the fuck he's used to.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that he not a good person, that he don't do good deeds for people or whatever. But he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. For what?
Yeah.
For what? I never understood that shit, bro. For what? That's like niggas that's in their 50s and 60s and 70s still gangbanging. On hood.
Nah,
on the
man.
set. On the set. Nigga, how old? You a granddaddy.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff that go to it, man. But a lifestyle mess you up. You know, how you come from nothing, from nothing, and get something, and don't know how to live.
I'm explaining to you. It's because they still have a nothing mindset. They minds the way they thinking never changed.
I know, but logically, and from a realistic standpoint, yeah, without a doubt. But with putting logic into the matter, man, if you come from nothing, if you have $1 million, you should never want for nothing in your life. $1 million.
Yeah.
You should never want
Yeah.
nothing. If you come from nothing, you know what I'm saying? You grew up with nothing. You should be able to, man, look, bro.
But look, but you see, you trying to make sense out of nonsense. We talking
No.
about people. You hold on, hear me out. You talking about people who have a consumer mindset. The reason that they come from nothing is because they have nothing. Because why? Because the ones that came before them didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you remember what's that movie with about the boys in Harlem, man. AZ and
Paid in full.
Paid in Full, right? Nobody ever says, man, y'all boys is counting all of that money and you still staying with your parents in the PJ.
Because that's where they was making their money.
I understand that. I understand that's where your grind is at in the whole nine. I get that. But you still stay with your people in the PJ. And you making all that money. They was buying cars before they were released in America. They were having them before the dealerships were having the cars, right? You got that. But you still God, bro.
Exactly. That's how fucked up the foundation is done. I'm telling you, foundation is done.
Like you, and the whole deal is like through the whole process of the come up and everything. It was so short, but everybody, you know what I'm saying, it was so loud and everything. People always remember it or whatnot. And what you call it, man? That shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was so short lived, and you started with nothing, and you started in the PJs and you ended in the PJs. God dog.
Yep.
And
that's how most of them go, bro. Even if they move away, they get a spot out in the suburbs. Like, it's still the same mentality.
Listen, you mean to tell me you touched multiple foreigns, the Saabs, the BMs, the Audis, the you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they was messing with the Opals back then, but they used to have some hot stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? The Benzes and all that. And your ass ain't been to Europe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, you have all this stuff, man. You ain't, you know, like, you still in the PJs.
And that's big. I'm a break down. So, like, let's say Alpo, Cam's character, what's the other one? Rich. These are the type of men that their mentality is they were raised first off they were raised by women. They didn't have fathers in their households, for one. So the ideology that they have is of a woman. So yes, it's not gonna make sense to you how they was moving because you're not a woman. You had your father in your life. You had, even if you didn't have your father in your life, you had men that had masculine men around.
He was in, I don't know, he left. And then I got thrown to him. Pow, he ain't even want.
But he was still, but what I'm saying, Big Ass, he was still present. And you still, there was certain,
for a little minute.
But even with that little minute, that's more, they ain't had no minutes. Is what I'm telling you.
Without a doubt.
They had no male guidance, no male leadership in their life. So it's all women. And it's not even good quality women. These are hoes. Yeah. These are project, they mamas was project hoes. Let's just keep it 100. And I'm not saying all women in the project is hoes, but the majority of them are. That's why they in the fucking projects. They couldn't find a man, or they didn't want a man, so they rather had the government be they husband. Mm-hmm. And they children being raised without male leadership and male guidance. So what if you a little boy and you around nothing but a whole bunch of females and other niggas that ain't men, they act like women too, was raised by women, then that's what the fuck everybody gonna act like. And what do women want to do? I told y'all the other day, girls just want to have fun. So, and if they were raised by women, and that's the ideology that they was taught, right? Whether directly or indirectly, what do you think they gonna do? They're going to get money and do what? Have fun. And that's what they did. They didn't do shit constructive. They didn't think about it. Go deeper than what you said, right? Why y'all ain't stop businesses? Why ain't y'all clean y'all money up? Yeah. If Ace worked at a fucking laundromat, nigga, why you ain't buy that laundromat?
Yeah.
Why you ain't start a chain of laundromats? Why you ain't start a fucking business? You could have been hustling that, doing some Frank Lucas shit, hustling out, using your businesses as fronts. Because this is what all the other nations do. This is what the Italians, the Irish, all the other, the crime syndicates and this is what they do. They clean their money up. They work with the government. They get into contracts and agreements with the peoples and shit. Motherfucker, I don't do that. We talking fuck all of the hood politics. That shit is bullshit. Because at the end of the day, the motherfuckers, the higher ups, they all snitches. They all informants. How can they not be? How can they not be? It's you honestly think that a nigga from the I'm just keep 100, y'all. Don't get mad at my language yet, but a nigga from the fucking projects in New York is gonna be making millions of dollars a day, and the feds ain't gonna know about that shit? You's a fucking idiot if you think that shit. And that's anywhere. Anywhere. You name them. Any big crime boss, anybody had their own crime syndicate, their own operation. What from Frank Lucas, the fucking Nicky Bonds, the fucking Bumpy Johnson, the fucking Rayful Evans, you name them. They always in federal informants. How can you not be?
Yeah. They
bringing the drugs in. You telling me the motherfucker, the ultimate plug that's bringing the drugs in don't know that you selling his shit? This is what I be saying. Like, everybody be talking, bro, and don't know what the fuck they be talking about. All of them snitch. All of them. All these niggas that y'all look up to and glorify, and oh yeah, I'm like so and so, and make it. Oh, I think I'm Big Meech. Bro, you is goofy as shit. If you are the head of a crime syndicate, and the feds are willing to let you go scot fucking free, and all you got to do is work for them, because you working for them already. You working for them indirectly because you're selling their drugs.
Yeah.
They bringing the shit in here, and they using you to sell it, but you're doing it indirectly. So it's like, okay, look, you continue to do what you're doing. You got a great operation here. I like what you're doing here, but we just need our 10%.
Yeah.
All of them do it. I don't care what you fucking say. All of them do it. I know this for a fact. I got the documents. Freedom of Information Act. You can look this shit up. All of them were informants. And so this is the trick bag, though. The lower level, the expendable people, right? They're the ones that they give that ideology of, oh, snitches get stitches, and oh, snitching and use a rat, and all of that. Those are the ones that feed into that shit. The higher ups, the ones that are really important, the ones that on the legal terms we would call the board of directors, the COOs and CFOs and the CEOs, all the informants.
Hey, yeah, we had that out, Mark, man.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, we got on top of it. So foundation, that was the main thing I wanted y'all to get today, was your foundation. If it's fixable, fix it. If it's not, still accept it and still do your best to try to. That ain't an excuse to just say fuck life because my foundation is rubble, so I'm just fucking. I'm off myself. No, no. There's still hope for you. You know what I mean? You're just limited to what you can fully do because, like I said, your structure isn't sound, so you're limited to how much you can build on it. But there's other ways around that, right? You can, instead of building on your foundation, you can invest in somebody else's foundation and eat off of that and still survive that way. It's all in your perspective and how you choose to figure shit out. Don't just give up and because I done tried everywhere. I can't think. There's another way. You just ain't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
Got to keep an open mind, have an open mindset, and you be all right. But yeah, man, we about to get up out of here. Everybody have a good day. Be productive. Keep your head on the swivel and watch out for the hook. Watch out for the hook. I just had one while we was on live, bending all over front of me overhead, putting the groceries in the car and shit. Nope, I don't want it. Watch out for the hook. They coming. But yeah, man, y'all be safe, man, and we catch y'all tomorrow, man. AM.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, man. But until then, yeah.
Okay, so you watch the show. Now it's time to level up. Hit that join button and get the VIP treatment. Early access, behind the scenes, and even shout-outs on the spot. Get in the mix with the real ones, breeders, fans, and all the dog lovers. Join the fam, be a part of something bigger. Starting at just $1, you get access to the best content we got. And that's not all. Members get 10% off all merch and gear. Plus, you're on the priority list for getting your next pup. You're in the loop. To join, just click the join button below this video. Pick your tier and boom, you're part of the squad.
We built different.